Ladies and gentlemen,
Yo,
hailing
yo,
from
yo, yo, what's
Cleveland,
happening, y'all?
Ohio,
What's
I give
happening?
you
Wake up, world, wake up.
BVO.
It's time for another episode of Talking Grown Up
I need that
Shows.
belt like it ain't no other
Grumpy
option. So we punching
OGD,
and
man,
weaving and
the
blocking. Defeat
ceremony
ain't an
crush the
option. Let
legend.
them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
Hey. Once again, wake up, world, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time for the best morning show in the universe. It's the Coffee and Donut Show with yours truly, the greatest man alive, the master ceremony, the grumpy OG. I am, without a doubt, Crush, the legend. Grand rising, everybody. Grand rising, everyone. Players and pimps, ladies and gents. It's time to wake up. Hey, we at the end of the week, man. It's Thursday. We made it here, man. The weeks are going fast. Time is moving fast, and time waits for no man. Time waits for no man, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't got time. We got that much time to do whatever it is that you think you got time for. So, with that being said, the morning wake up before we get the show is get up, get out, and do something because time waits for no mankind. No more procrastinating. You gotta do what you gotta do. Get it done if you got a chance. If you got a chance to dance now, you better take that dance and do that step because that tune might not be available the next time around. So with that being said, we're gonna get into today's show, ladies and gentlemen. And we talking hip hop, which is one of my favorite categories. One of my backgrounds why I'm so nice on the microphone checker. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's not about what I do behind the microphone. It's about this something now. Now, a couple days ago, I don't know if you guys see it, saw it, or y'all seen it for the first time with the thumbnail, but Mr. LL Cool J, Mr. Def Jam, Mr. Rock the Bells, Mr. I Am Bad, I Can't Live Without My Radio. Mr. Pink cookies in a plastic bag being crushed by buildings. Mr. Walk Like a Panther. Mr. Doing it well. Mr. Cars drive by in a booming system. I feel good about candy, milky cereal. Dangerous, I need a beat, and the list goes on. So if anybody's familiar with the title of these songs, you know we talking about the long lever, the long legend, wearing leather. The ladies love LL Cool J, aka James Todd Smith. So yes, he came out and said he's the most important instrument in hip hop. Now, this is something that I love to touch on. Oh, I love to touch on this. Like I know my man is going to touch on somebody's behind when fight night comes. But we're going to leave that over there. But I love talking about this. So we have talked about LL Cool J a few times on the show. So when we are talking hip hop, it seems like he's one of the hottest topics that we come up with. So he hit the BBO TV headlines. So when you hit the BBO TV headlines and you wind up on the earliest show on YT, it's a hot topic, baby. Nobody do it like we do. So with that being said, I gave him a nice introduction, a dope introduction. Nobody doing like me. You know, I used to charge people for introductions, y'all, for mixtapes and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah. So with that being said, I'm excited because This is something to talk about. He is saying, world, he is saying to the world, good morning, everyone. He is saying that he is the key to hip hop. He's the root, the etymology of the definition. He is saying he's the reason why that artists have gotten big money contracts. He's also saying he's part of the reason, not the sole reason, but he's part of the reason why artists was getting endorsements. He's one of the very first from his era to cross over into the movie scene. So with LL Cool J saying this, and one of the most egotistic guys in hip hop, which is nothing wrong with that. And he'll tell you that, but he has matured with it. We all gotta mature with our ego, know how to handle it and flip it around and stuff like that. But with that being said, do anybody have any argument with it? Anybody intend this now to have any argument with it? Because for myself, covering this segment this morning, I have no problem with it because this man has been a great success. We had said everything on here about LL already that goes apart with what he is saying that he's instrumental to it. And I say, hey, the brother got the right to feel that way. We talking about LL came on the scene 85 to 86. Just when hip hop, early hip hop at that time, needed a slight changeover because it was still in what we would consider, that's that old man rap. Not old people rap, but old man rap. So we know right before the very first time we was blessed with LL skills and voice, that then the style of rhyming was the Curtis Blow type and stuff. The Furious Five and all those, those guys, so it was a little different. Back then those guys sound like your damn parents when they was rapping. No ball crap. They sound like your parents. Like, what the hell that part long, when he dropped, in which his inspiration was those guys from Forest Fathers, Melly Mel, Run DMC, Grandmaster Cash from the Almighty Cold Crush Brothers, whose style has been mimicked by a lot of groups in hip hop. They one of those greats that never got their time to shine. You know what I mean? Some of the best never get a chance to be successful, or even as successful as some people who are not as talented as skill. But getting back to LL Cool J. So when he came out busting, as we say. He came out busting, and he was a little different from, running those guys. His style was really hardcore. It was MCing, it was really MCing. EMCEEING. Okay, not the master of ceremony, not that one, not the one that I am. But I'm a combination of both, but the master ceremony. So he came out, and LL was one of the first ones to start bringing those hardcore metaphors. You know what I mean? Metaphors wasn't really in at that time like that. So when he came in, everything was A, B, C, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, 6. I got all my kicks, but did you on the mix? It was like that. So, when LL come in, he started using a dictionary. He had everybody picking up dictionary. What the hell he said? I'm the ladies' love, legend and lover. This guy was going off. And for a lot of the guys that was writing rhymes at the time, that was writing a raps, that wanted to be an MC. And I've seen it for myself with a lot of rappers at the time in the neighborhood. Not the ones that signed at the time, but the MCs in the neighborhood. The ones that was a part of the hip hop elements that used to have personal experience with seeing them doing it themselves. And when LL when he came out with these big words, you know, we knew about some of them, but a lot of people was like, how is he rhyming these long ass words together? How can he recite them? So it made a lot of MCs, a lot of guys that was writing rhymes go by a rhyming dictionary. I don't know if you ever heard of a rhyming dictionary, but if you something like an English or English major, you was an English major and good with words and all that, rhyming dictionary, so that was good for your wordplay because he was just coming out, hitting you with all types, and you like, whoa, who this dude here? Wait a minute, who is this guy right here, man? Oh, he's a little different. This dude not sounding like the rapping dude, which we was used to at the time. The ha ha ha, the ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? Good morning, Mike Rhyme. Big Dre the building, Killer Mike. Yeah, let's get the lights up, share it out, let them know, man. The best morning show is on. No matter what the topic is, we make it hot, baby. But LL was he just dropped the whole dictionary. We talk about Rakim with the wordplay, and LL was doing it right before before Rakim was, excuse me, and that was what grabbed everybody's attention because now it's like, all right, us that was like around maybe at that time, around the same age as LL or Lord, younger, a couple years younger, still in the same age bracket, we was amazed by that. Because like I said moments ago, right before I came in and made a transition, everything was these are the breaks, white lines running through my head. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. But those are the type of songs that was out before, right before LL. Running them of that era because running them is in the same era as Furious Five, the Funky Four plus one, the Awesome Two. You know those guys. You know the early guys, Curtis Blows, AJ Fresh and all those guys. DJ Red Alert and all those characters. So that was that style. And so when LL came, he actually really picked over. It's like he rubbed off of Run DMC. And then he took off. So when he took off in a way that we didn't see anyone expecting it. Because, like I said before, this guy was one of the first ones that, from going from hip hop to mainstream and really crossing over in the mainstream market, not just on the pop art with his music, with the success of his music, but even with the acting. He got into the acting. He had the endorsements. He had the endorsements. But I think Run DMC should get the nod for, open the doors for endorsements. But I feel what LL is saying. So that was a very awesome thing. So, and he put out hits, and he's very inspirational to a lot of artists. It's like there are a lot of rappers he recently came out. MCs and what he's probably giving credit for. You know what I mean? But without a doubt, I think he's very important in hip hop. Now, what he has done to offer in hip hop, a lot. Now I can't say what he actually did in his city, far as artists and things like that, but I'm pretty sure, with his success, he gave back to the communities with some sort of way. But you really can't talk hip hop, and when you're talking from the very beginning all the way up to wherever you like to talk hip hop, it ain't too much bad to say about LL because he was there. The young man was all over the place, and he was well loved and well accepted. One of the very first, one of the very first to get so much respect and get homage paid to him across the pond. Which that was something that was a big milestone for the rappers back then to get overseas. You know what I mean? Get overseas. So you got over the 500,000 mark, which was the average thing to become back then. Selling 500,000 copies back in the 80s was equivalent to going double platinum now. You know what I mean? So he set a goal and he achieved those goals. He achieved those goals more than once. So I think he was a true inspiration to those who came after him, and even with the ones that came in along with him. And LL came in with a hell of a class of MCs and rappers um, from the early days of hip hop. I mean, he's came out with some of the biggest headliners or the biggest names that we know today. That even with these young bucks, they say, "Man, we don't listen to that type of stuff," but they respect those artists. You know what I mean? And then everything is coming back anyway. So you do have a lot of the younger people starting to learn about hip hop, and I think one of the main reasons why LL say he's very important is because that simple thing that I just said. Because he's been around so long, so he's still relevant. Now he's relevant to whereas now the younger generations, the past few, they kind of know who he is. They know who he is. They might not know exactly what he is, but hold on. So they do know who he is, but now they getting to find out he's more. It's more to him. So today's people they know LL from TV. They know him from television, and then they may hear about him, you know, listening to one of the podcasts or whatever, and they get to talking about things like that. And some of them know him for music. So now he gets to tell his story somewhere for those who is tuning into him. Like I said, a lot of younger people do know him. You know what I mean? But they don't know him like we know him. So then when they go do their research and they find out that this man LL Cool J, the greatest of all time, baby, the GOAT. The GOAT. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, the first music artist in all genres of music to call himself the greatest of all time in music. He is hip hop. He's every definition of it. Been very successful in every way you can imagine in hip hop music. So yes, he's very important. He's the reason why you got let me see. He's the reason why you got these guys that love using big words, like to have the big words in a wordplay. So of course, he's the reason why that a lot of these solo artists, especially the ones that's of any good and was any success, um, was rocking out the way that they was rocking out because not only his music and his rhyming skills, but hell of a showman, hell of a showman, Mr. James Todd Smith knew and knows how to perform on stage. If you old enough and back in the day, you had the Budweiser Superfest. If you from my age era, in your 50s, late 40s, let me say mid 40s on, you know what I mean? Y'all should know. The Budweiser Music Fest, the Fresh Fest, the Super Fest. And the reason why I had to bring that up because it should sound very familiar to y'all. And I know y'all asking, why you keep saying that? Because the reason why I'm saying that is because there's someone in the sport of boxing that was the man behind the Budweiser Superfest and the Fresh Fest. And we're talking about the GOAT Al Heyman. Yes, that's where Al Heyman started from in the music industry. Yeah, see, I know about Al more than a lot of people know about Al. You understand? Like, I know about Al. Like, I know about Al Heyman more so from the music side of things, right? Knowing, know his background, know people that dealt with that man personally. So yes, with that being said, LL came from a hell of an era. He's been around some of the biggest successes, and he has been a motivator to those artists too. So when you look at what he came around, what he came up with the Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, um, Eric Van Rockhill, the Juice Crew, Boogie Down Productions, Flavor Unit, all the hot artists. East Coast, Northwest, South, East, doesn't matter. But he came from an era where everything had to be on point. You had to be on your A game when it came to the hip hop scene. Even up to, the commercial side when it start becoming rap music, because that's not what we called it at first. But yes, LL Cool J is very important. So if he was to passed away. Yes, the hip hop world period, the world period, entertainment world period will be taking a big loss, and I think all of us will feel that hit. We will feel that loss. Um, the day if some of us are still around when Mr. Cool J passes off. So yes, he is very important to hip hop. Now, also with that being said, what he's going to do about it? Because right now the music scene ain't really good, as far as I'm concerned. It's not really that good. There's only a handful of artists that's moon shakers right now, and I mean literally just a handful of artists that's actually doing something. A lot of them are not successful like that. So I wonder what LL is doing behind the scenes because I do know he's been a part of the hip hop community. With the School of Hip Hop and all these different hip hop coalitions and things like that. Sitting back building with other hip hop people in the community to try to improve and keep hip hop alive and around because to be honest, I don't think hip hop has too many years left, especially with the way that the music is sounding now. So I think one of the reasons why Mr. Todd Smith, James Todd Smith, is because he started 20 years ago. because he's been around in the industry for about 40 something years. All right, so he's been a part of hip hop his entire life. You know what I'm saying? So, being a part of hip hop your entire life and your career, being a professional hip hop artist since 85, and he's what, 56 now? Hey, that's a lot of time, people. So it's not nothing that he don't know. Just like a few others, it's nothing that he don't know. He haven't seen. He hasn't experienced. It's not anything that he did when it comes to hip hop that he wasn't good at. Now, of course, everybody's not going to be likable, and then sometimes as you get older, you can have those moments as a sport athlete and a musician, whatever, where you know it's not the norm what you putting out. It's not your norm, it's not your average, so it happens sometimes. But even when he had the unsuccessful um music or whatever, it still didn't take away from him because his good material overshined it. But don't get it twisted. Don't that being spoken on. A lot of people was hating on him. They definitely was hating on the legend. They definitely was hating on people saying he corny, who this dude, this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, man. But sometimes you gotta keep on pumping that material out, especially when you are contracted. So sometimes that's gonna happen, and it takes a toll on you too. Being into that industry, it takes a toll on you, and especially the bigger you are, the more headache you are. The bigger you are, more attention, more problems. More attention, more haters. You know, more money, more problems. You know, and all that good stuff. But he was able to persevere through so much with hip hop. Even when hip hop was looking like, what's going on, Saludos, Juan in the building. My brother Juan Claudio in the building. What's going on, Juan? We talking about LL with Mr. LL. Yeah. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all make sure y'all share this out. Please share this out. But I know too many not gonna come on over this morning because we ain't talking about no boxing, but we talking about everything. And I will slide some boxing. But come on, come on, we gotta do some things different too, because what we gonna keep on talking about the same old ish? We ain't got time for that. And I got something for y'all later today too. To remind me of that. Yeah, so he's definitely very important to hip hop. And I guess he might be coming out with something. I would love to Smith story, which I think the movie. We finally may get a LL Cool J movie. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why wouldn't we get an LL movie? I think that'd be nice. Just like to me, everybody in hip hop that made it, y'all, to be honest with you, they all deserve a story. I would like to see a lot of their stories. I really would like to see a lot of these stories because I know we can resonate with them. But that would be nice. And yeah, so it sounds like he's giving out a clue or something. But let's see. So we know he just came out with an album. You know, I heard it. It was cool lyrically. The entire album was cool. There's nothing lyrically that he was lacking, but the production. And you know, to be fair, and I understand some of the younger people too. Um, they're very selective about old school. They selective about who they listen to. Old school. I mean, trust me, there's a youngin, or you know, a couple. He can have a whole. He can just about hold the same conversation with y'all about LL that I can. You know, kind of mock themselves behind LL's style, flavor and pizzazz and everything. He came with everything. Very stylish guy. Um, to dress. You know, this like running on was known for making everybody throw the Adidas sweatsuits on and the shell top. But guess what? I call LL Mr. Kango because oh man, he very few guys in hip hop um that he's part of the reason why he was wearing the Kango. You know what I mean? Because that was his signature hat. See, he didn't wear baseball caps. That wasn't his thing. You know, he put that Kango on top of his head, you know, little Kango and he go rock out. So yeah, we had was very influential, and which is I think that's probably the main reason out of all his reasons that his mindset is set that the way it is that he feels as though he's very important. Um, yeah, and definitely he made you want to go out and rock color tangos. I don't know for some reason. The only reason why I bought a red tango was because of and I like the color red. I like the color red, you know. But it was like, yo, man, I gotta get that red tango, man. And that red tango, yeah, man, go get me. I know guys who went and bought a red. So like, yeah, man, we hey man, let's go get a red tango, man. You know what I mean? And then a lot of guys are trying to rhyme like LL Cool J coming up. A lot of dudes is trying to rhyme like Mr. James Todd. I'm like, man, stop. A lot of solo artists, because like I said moments back, a few solo artists, some of the biggest artists, and I think they well deserved. You know, if you are deserving of your flowers, you will get them. But now, since he said this, and I just said this a moment back, and I think this is very important because when you look at the way that music overall is going right now, period. I never thought um that I would see that all genres of music, some of them probably the ones, a few of them that I listen to the most, they're not the same. They just not the same overall. You know, it's not even to come down are not showcasing their talent if they are just as talented as the ones that came before them. They're not showing it off. And because the industry, if you can get in without your talent and skill, without that talent and skill, you're gonna get in. Yeah. I figured that. Yeah, he coming at 7. Thanks, Steve. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's definitely that. But hell yeah. But look, what else we gonna talk about? I can turn it into something else. I know my early bird squad, my family, Grand Rising. You in the building, Melanie Queen 27. That number is my favorite number. Melanie Queen, the number 27 is my favorite number. It's a number that means a whole lot to me. That number represents something. You know, it real quick. My mother died when she was 27 years old. Okay. My mother died when she was young, 27-year old. I was 7 years old. I was born in the 7th month of the year on the 27th day of that month. So that number 27, and I just love that number. And I can do a live on a Melanie Queen. I can really sit here and do a whole 3 hour show behind the number 27. I'm not even making this up. But yes, that's my favorite number, Melanie Queen. Thank you. Yeah, my mother died when I was a kid. BC in the building. Go, my God. Anybody knows hip hop just as well as I do. It's my brother BC Corbin. So I know you heard it, BC. I know this is not your first time saying it. That Mr. James Todd Smith said he's the most important thing to hip hop, and I'm agreeing with him because since I've been talking about it, I agree with James Todd Smith. I got a chance to meet James Todd Smith. Oh, I got a chance to perform on a tour. You know, James Todd Smith. Only been on one LL Cool J tour when I was out there doing my thing as a professional hip hop dancer. What tour was it? Not the I'm Bad tour. Big Endeavor tour. Uh, I can't remember offhand, but we did like 5 dates with LL Cool J, and it was dope. So for LL Cool J to say what he just said recently, man, I agree with that man 1,010% because I got a chance to see it for myself up front. You know, yes, he is the most successful in Def Jam. And see, that's another reason why I'm glad you put that there, BC, because I knew it was something else that he meant behind that, and I didn't think about that. And yes, that's what he thought about. He's definitely probably one of the most influential people in music. Period, in my opinion. Like, you know, people say, oh, we got a lot of Michael Jordan babies walking around. Man, there's a lot of LL Cool J babies walking around. They ain't talking about them laying up with somebody and knocking them up. We know what I mean. There's a lot of LL Cool J babies out here. LL Cool J is the reason why y'all light skinned dudes, if any light skinned people in the building, you know, was rocking out. You know, LL was one of the reasons why y'all light skinned dudes is doing y'all thing. 10 album deal, ladies and gentlemen, and still relevant. This is not heard often heard at all. It ain't nothing you can say about LL Cool J. I was a big LL Cool J fan and still a Cool J fan. You can't tell me nothing. I got all his damn albums, yo. I even got the most recent. I got all of them ish. I got them all. And like I said, no one did it like him. You could talk about your Biggies, you could talk about your Tupacs, you could talk about your Holes, your 50s, your M's. You could talk about all those guys you want. And I would talk about them with you, but then I'm going to tell you, no matter what they did, and you thinking it's better, they ain't do it like him, and they didn't do it better than him because he was doing that way before them. See what the success these guys is getting, the way that they got their success. He did this 40 years ago. Literally 40 years ago. 40 years ago, this man was doing what people was doing now. It's still relevant. Still relevant. And the ladies still love him. You know what I mean? The ladies still love him. And then the third cats, we gonna rock out with Cool J, man. I'm a diehard Cool J fan. Hardcore Cool J fan. You can't say too much bad about LL Cool J. You really can't. You really can't. The boy's nice. And then when it's times when people I ain't listening to him, he can't rap. Then I got to go pull up. So see, y'all think he can't rap? Boom. Hmm? Where y'all think the thanks to LL Cool J, he's the one that started. I shot you. Who shot you? That started from LL Cool J, y'all. Who shot you? That came from LL with the I shot you. You know what I'm saying? Which was hot. All this dude was in. And listen, the moment that you would like, kind of like, it's Shawnee, down talking, he'll come out with something crazy. And then you be like, oh no, boy ain't corny. Like you can hear people saying that he corny. You be like, oh, they think I'm corny. Watch I hit this. Damn, ain't no boy can do that. Yeah, LL is the GOAT, baby, the greatest of all time. Um, there's nothing else to be said about that. He is the greatest of all time, hands down. Hands down. And I mean we heard and we seen and we still gonna see what music artists what they have done. And especially when it comes to hip hop with the rappers and the MCs because as much as they down hip hop and rap, they sure had it connected to everything because they realize that they need hip hop to survive. Other genres and things like that. That's why everything. Hip hop collab, hip hop collab. Nobody wasn't trying to hear no hip hop and R&B collab or mix. Keep that. But when I need love, and this is when time hip hop was hard. You coming out with love songs when hip hop was hard. Hip hop ain't even hard now. It's overall is not. They got some hardcore cats in it. But y'all get what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, back then when it was hard, when it was about delivering bone crushing bars, people, this is when hip hop is very aggressive. This is when, in order to get in, good morning, Dad, in order to get in, the way that you broke into the hip hop scene or the recording side of it, you either really put out a dope song or you what? You diss somebody that was already out there that's hot. Another reason why he's so important because this guy was one of the first dudes that had multiple beefs in hip hop. Yeah, this guy, oh, come on, man. I'm glad BBO gave me this, and I was going to come up with it because I seen it the other day, and I was going to let him know about it. But my partner, he's starting to think like he's starting to be Yoda wise a little bit. He's starting to have that mind. Like I'm starting to rub off on him a little bit. He ain't Yoda wise yet. Y'all know I am Yoda wise, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Force is always with me. That's why you can't mess with me, because I am the Force that'll blow you off your course. You know what I'm saying? Leave you in the race without a horse. But of course, I am the source. You know what I'm saying? And you can't mess with the force. Nick Nat Paddywhack ain't got time for that whack crap. You know what I mean? Your Roger born, give him a pillow in the knapsack, let him go to sleep. Got the sounds bumping out the Jeep. Booming system. Cars drive by with a booming system. And you better have a booming system if you was playing that song. This man gave us so much that cannot be argued. He gave us so much that cannot be argued. Why would anybody try? Why would anybody do that? Well, of course, the haters will. But nonetheless, people, LL Cool J is very important to hip hop. And basically saying, and we've been losing, people, we had lost people in hip hop. And it's been it's been getting chopped away yet because we lose people. So I guess he's saying the next time we really lose a big piece will probably be himself because he is considered acclaimed and critically acclaimed, one of the most important, if not the most important person in hip hop. And I agree with LL Cool J 1,000%. Mr. Def Jam. That's who he is. Mr. Def Jam. Shout out to Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons for bringing into the realm of music, into the realm of hip hop. So shout out to them. They seen something and they knew that they was doing. Clearly, to me, LL Cool J is the Muhammad Ali / Floyd Mayweather of hip hop. Like it or hate it, I said it. I meant what I said too. LL Cool J is the Michael Jordan of hip hop / Michael Jackson. Bad dude. So, of course, yes, he's definitely very important. Very one of the few American, one of the very few American people to go to another country and have something in that country named after that artist. Of course, we expect it to happen here, on our soil, on our neighborhoods, and stuff like that. But when you got a country and they love your music and your ghost, your personality so much that they pay homage by naming a part of their, after you or after one of your songs or something like that. You know what I mean? That's a very, very, very too many people would never get any homage like that paid to them. This is really big. He was the Michael Jackson of hip hop, the Michael Jordan, the Mike Tyson, whatever you want to call it. He was simply that. And yes, he is very, very important to hip hop. Very, very influential, ladies and gentlemen. There should be no human being trying to fight against that. Oh, he don't deserve it, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Well, what the hell do you deserve? Because you probably got something that your ass didn't deserve any damn way. But I say he deserves it. And I think they should just keep giving him awards, lifetime achievement awards, excuse me, things like that, because he's well deserving of it. I don't see anything different. So yes, he's very important. All right, cool. Okay, I'm in traffic. I'm 8 minutes away. Oh, all right. Whoever the hell that is. Up one out of here. We got a couple other things that we can talk about. You know what I mean? But definitely very important. It would be a great loss to lose someone like LL Cool J. It definitely would. Let me see what we got going on in the comment section. Bring on the moles and hoes, don't snooze the doors, cause I'm ripping up shows. What? Like I said, BC, listen, man. LL got some metaphors, man. Eat them up. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you one joint, BC. I got a 357 and I break it all day, man. Listen, man. I go into a LL phase in this joint right now. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Oh, my goodness. L is that guy, man. Oh, my gosh. And then he never lost a battle. I mean, this dude was LL was one of the very few artists that was dissing multiple peoples in his joint. L had multiple beefs and he was taking out dudes. He was handling multiple beefs at the same time. He is a damn legend. You damn right he's a damn legend. From a legend to a legend, I'll knock somebody upside their damn head talking about LL Cool J, man. You know what I'm saying? What is a panther? Animal that kills. I'm like a shark with blood coming out the gills. What? Come on, man. Looking in the limousine. Oh boy, you so old. Moms are dead wrong. Got nerve to have them Star Trek shades on. Oh, you can't handle the whole weight. Skin need lotion. Teeth need Colgate. Wise up, you little burnt up French fry. I'm that type of guy. And I slam you, yo, just like a sumo. Put him in tip. My drawers in his hand. You said Canvas BL though. No, he didn't. No, he did not. He's a even with Cannabis doing what he's doing, he ain't beating. He beat his career. And I'm talking about Cannabis beat his own damn career up with that. Still handled that dude. But you know what? I seen something the other day, BC, and he was explaining to the guy at the time, because I forgot who was the guy, but he was doing an interview with, and he was asking, he like, yo, man, why, why did you handle that like that with Cannabis? So LL said, at that time, because Cannabis didn't mean anything by it. He fucked Cannabis career up, homie. You know what I mean? But Cannabis really wasn't trying to diss LL. He was actually paying homage to him. But like LL said, he was so egotistical that he was ego tripping, and he was tripping. You know what I mean? And then like years later, he's like, yo, he said, man, I ain't had to trip out like that. But see, that was he had such a competitive nature. So sometimes when you got a high competitive nature, riding over that you very egotistic, sometimes you're gonna miss the fact that someone actually is saluting you or paying homage to you. And that's what happened in that situation. Now I mean, now ain't nobody drop bars on LL like that. All the dudes that try to come at L, I get that. They ain't drop those bars on LL like Cannabis did. I like Cannabis, but how far did it take you? You know what I mean? So, but it's a good thing that they got over it. It is nothing personal. But just imagine if LL took that energy with wasn't egotistical at the time when Cannabis was paying that homage to him. Cannabis would have had a different career. Think about that. And what I mean by that, I think LL would have got behind him. I think he would have got behind him and helped him somewhat. Yeah. Think that would have happened, man. I really think that would uh With that being said, LL Cool J, with everything that he has accomplished, if his rap career was a boxing career, who would he be? That would have been dope, man. We would have had something. And I know they would have put out some damn hits. They would have put out some hits. Oh man, see, I would have loved to see L um bring out a squad. You know, like one thing I like he did, like his homies that he came up with in his neighborhood, he did make sure them dudes get on his album. You know, let them get on a song or two or whatever. But I would have loved to see LL with a damn alliance. What if LL had a click? You know how you know Boogie Down had they click and Juice Crew had they click. What if LL had a click? Can you imagine who these guys would have been? The guys he would have been recruiting coming up. Probably some guys coming up right under him. Things like that. That would have been dope. That would have been pretty dope. Very dope. Yes. That would have been pretty dope. Yeah, man. That would have been so dope. Uh, dope. Yeah, man. That would have been so dope, BC. Would have been so dope, man. So I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna do an hour and 5 minutes, then I'm on the way early. Hey, BBO, can you come on for a second? I got. You already know not to call me this late. See, I know I start to get phone calls and stuff like that. Instead of them just going on to YouTube and just watching the show until I get the until I'm done with the show, and then they call me. You know, but they do things backwards. If I only had a brain. But yeah, if LL music career in boxing terms, who would his career be? He'd be Julio Cesar Chavez. Goddamn, Brian BC Corbin said he would be Julio Cesar Chavez. I don't have a problem with that, brother. I like that. For me, probably if LL boxing career, I mean hip hop career was a boxing career. Who would it be? He said Chavez. I'm gonna go with uh uh um uh I'm gonna go with Sugar Ray Leonard. I think Sugar Ray for me. I think Sugar Ray Leonard would be the one for me. You know what I mean? But damn, he has had a hell of a career, hands down, hands down, hands down. He had a hell of a career. What the fuck is this? 397. I'm in traffic. I'm 8 minutes away though. I don't know who the hell is this. Somebody's coming. What's up, Jay? BBO, I need you for a second, bro. I gotta take care of something. So I need you to come up real quick. All right. I'm back. Y'all still rocking with me? Yeah, my partner, he just be leaving me dumbfounded. But I hope y'all ain't go nowhere, man. Where y'all at? Y'all still here? I still got y'all. Okay, y'all still in the building. All right, cool. So yeah, we was talking about LL Cool J and everything. And yes, LL Cool J is very important to hip hop. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He's on a Mount Rushmore by himself. You his own give him his own space. He does deserve that. And yes, he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT of hip hop. Very, very, very big part. Instrumental to the hip hop music and hip hop community. So yes, LL Cool J is correct about what he said. I agree with him 1,000%. No, no more, no less. And I wish LL nothing but the best to keep on continuing and doing what he's doing. Came out with an album at 56 years old, and his spinach is still there. The music may not be the most likable, but the spinach is there. And I think if you just looking for something off of straight lyricism, no matter the age, check out LL Cool J. He's definitely doing his thing. Everybody did like the song he did with Eminem, which is dope. So yeah, that's cool. But listen, y'all, I'm gonna get up and move to the side because we got other things to do. So make sure y'all stay in touch with the JBT roster. So as you know, if you've been coming around long enough, you know the early morning show is my sub coffee and donuts for grown-ups with me and my squad. Then we got J Hardcore, aka Judge Polo at 8 o'clock with the breakfast service of the day. And then we get on around the noon time. And then we got sometimes Remo comes on and does his fashion between 10 and 12. And then at 2 o'clock, we have the box historian, my man, brother Cass the box historian at 2 o'clock. And then after 2 o'clock, we got Just Do at 4 o'clock, always giving people what they just do. And of course, at 8 o'clock, then you spin the block, you come back around here to BBO TV land, and you'll be rocking out with BBO and his friends, with the crew, the Puerto Rican Prince, D Free, the Master, the Vader, and my guy Curly Top, aka Richie Dollars. Holla, my man Prize Fighter. Also, my man's always on chills, my man Tommy Hill, who's a part of this show also that pops up whenever he feel like doing his cameo. But listen, man, let me see. I got another comment up in the building. Let me see what we got in the chat room. Kaz the box story. Yes, Kaz, I was talking about LL Cool J. That was the topic because LL Cool J just came out and said he's the most important thing in hip hop. And I agree with him, Kaz. I don't know if he was around for the whole entire show, but that was the conversation. And I did not get a rebuttal, which I wasn't expecting one anyway. But if I was to have gotten a rebuttal, it wouldn't have been nothing. It would have got shut down because you're just hating on LL Cool J. If you're not going to give him his credit for the things he has done and that he's still doing at the age of 56, and to be able to still spit like you young. I know you always there, Kaz. I already know, bro. I know you was here from the beginning, bro. I know you was. Um, and to have the breath control and the lung capacity of a young set of lungs and things like that, that's incredible. Now the only thing is too bad that guys from my era they really can't my era they don't sell no more if they put music out, but that don't still take away from the skills that they do possess. So y'all, what I'm gonna do is time for me to get up out of here. It's been a great talk this morning. The serving is always dope. The coffee is fresh. The donuts is fresh. It ain't contaminated because I don't serve mines with hate. It's not a part of my ingredients. You know, you always getting the natural ingredients whenever you coming over here for your serving of coffee and donuts. I'm gonna get up on out of here and make sure, man. Make sure somebody can have some extra money in their pocket for the holidays. So make sure you spend to win. Take that chance to win. $5 for a single shot. $20. Give you, you know, 4 ways to win. Give you a few more ways to win the raffle, which winner takes all. You know, have go to the winner, have go back into the JBT community. So make sure you drop a couple of dollars, man, in there on that raffle. And how you do that, $ JBT Network, the number one on Cash App. So make sure, because if I find out who won, I'm gonna be asking you, can I borrow a little something, something? But listen, man, I'm gonna get out the way, man. I'm gonna finish the rest of my work day, get my report over before I get on out of here. Gotta do my report. You gotta do little certain stuff when you get out here. So I have to do an email report as being supervisor, whatever you want to call it, you know, platoon guy, squad leader, team leader, whatever it is. So I got to go and do that. But man, we in the last month of the 2024 year, and we got a fight. We got a couple fights left in this month. We got some fights coming up this weekend. We have Liam Paro taking on Richardson Hitchens. We will be talking about that sometime later. Also, then we got one of the most anticipated fights for myself as far as the end of the year calendar goes, and that's the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. Can't wait to see that. I'm expecting Usyk to go out and repeat as being the winner again. But nonetheless, I think that will be a dope fight. Paro, Hitchens, that's going to be a hell of a fight. I can't wait for that fight to see that this weekend. And hey, what didn't happen in 24? What didn't happen in 24? If you ain't gonna keep it right about who faulted it, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that nonsense. So listen, y'all, with that being said, I'm out of here like a breeze through the trees. And when I breeze through, I'm knocking off all the leaves. So I leave y'all with peace, integrity, and motivation. Make sure y'all have a great day. Don't have too many negative people around you. And then if you in a negative mode or mood at the time, you remove yourself away from everybody else, because you have to be responsible and hold yourself accountable from when you are the negative energy. So the moment that you feel that the energy you are giving off is negative, then you need to do something about that, or the grumpy OG is going to come and put you in your place. And as James Brown said, mama come here quick, but bring that licking stick. So with that being said, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, march up on out of here. I'll make sure y'all go to J Hardcore in a little over 30 minutes, and I'll see y'all there. BVO, Kareem Akbar, the brother from the Bay. Where's Khalifa? You get the Batman call from UCJ. Running commercial. It was another dope show. Thanks to everybody coming through the early bird squad, my squad that comes and mess with me. Salute to everybody that came through this morning. BVO, my brother, let's drop the raffle one more time for the one time, and we gonna get up out of here. You know what I mean?
The JBT is giving away a bag for the holidays. That's right, a bag for the holidays. We're holding a 50-50 raffle, and one lucky winner is going to win half of all the money collected. Entries are $5 each, or 5 for $20. This raffle runs from now until December the 21st, and the winner will be announced on December 21st, immediately following the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury heavyweight bout. So, cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. So enter early, enter often, and remember, one lucky winner will be awarded half of all the money collected. Another great contest brought to you by the JBT, Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking, defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.